Robbie, are you awake?
I'm waiting.
There you go.
Radio. Welcome back to Misfits of the Art. And today we have the Return of the King, and we have all about
thanks,
Lilly
Robbie.
Choo.
I didn't know you were calling me the king.
Return of the King. The King is back.
I'm not talking about you, lad.
King is back. Whoa, Rocky reference straight off the bat. Fair play.
The King is back.
Well, just purely in the spirit of things, I think we have to start with Lilly Choo first, because all the Lord of the Rings have gone second.
Yeah.
Do we have
Start with the slop film first.
And I'm going to I'm not going to speak first. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because if
I want a few people to speak first.
If I speak, I'm in danger. So I'm going to let if I'm going to let actually, Rob, you picked it. You tell us how you feel.
I liked it.
Okay.
I didn't like it as much as Return of the King.
Okay. Did it live up to your expectations?
No.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be better. It's not a 4.2, I'll tell you that much.
4.2?
That's the average one.
That's the score on Letterboxd.
Sorry. I thought that was an implication to the score you were giving Lord of the Rings.
Robbie's like, I give it a 4.2 out of 5.
4.2 out of could be a degree or two colder. Yeah. No, it was. I did like it. I did like. Well, thing about Lilly Choo is
Lilly Choo or Chow Chow, by the way? Because
I think it is Choo Choo.
No, he says Choo Choo. He says
Choo Choo. Yeah, he says Choo
Choo.
Choo.
Because I thought in my head when I went in to watch it, I was like CHOO, and then I saw CHOU, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, that's like the guy from Dragon Ball, bro. That's Chow Choo.
That's Chow.
Like,
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be Chow. I thought that's how they would say it, but no, it is.
He says Choo Choo.
He says Choo Choo.
So, the song from the start of that film was a song I heard back probably maybe like 2020. I had it on playlist, so I listened to it a lot back then. And I think that's how I sort of found out of the film. I didn't really know that was from the film though. But I remember that song came out, I was like, what the fuck? But I was like, I know this song. And I was like, okay. And I was like, okay. Well, this might be good. And then I'm waiting for like the first scene of like fucking endless forum scrolling of motherfuckers typing.
I wish there was forum scrolling. Yeah, black screens and white text.
I really do not like that format.
That's the most exciting visual you get in this film.
Yeah, and the fucking reload.
Yeah.
They never bring that back to
they never explain it. Just reload.
No, I would have preferred
refreshing the message board, bro. Come on.
Well, yeah, I know that, but like, it's you could have picked a better way of doing it than reload.
Makes it sound like you're playing fucking Time Crisis in the arcade or something. Reload. but putting the pedal. Reload.
Well, one cool thing is every single person has a different keyboard sound. I didn't notice that. That's kind of cool.
Nice.
It's like the most Robbie thing to notice ever, and I think that's really cool.
That's cool.
That's not a Robbie thing.
That is a Robbie
thing. I thought somebody else would be like, I didn't notice that.
That is niche as fuck. I didn't notice that.
I think that's cool, though. I didn't notice that.
Because I didn't notice that, because I remember you could see him. He was on his little fucking Macintosh or the fuck. Yeah, he was like fucking clicking away. And I was like, and then I heard like another keyboard. I was like, wait, that's a different keyboard. I was like, that's not the same keyboard. Everyone has a different keyboard. It's not just like 2 or 3 keyboards. It's everyone has a different keyboard. Even like other people. Cool. One motherfucker has this fucking chunky ass thing. It's weird. Anyway, I think, what's his name? Pascal, that's his name. He's a fucking weird sounding keyboard man. Anyway, yeah, I do like the film. And you are right that you said to me that it seems like it's a very anno pill.
I got that just from like literally. I'm not even joking, right? I saw the banner on Letterboxd, and I was like, "Oh, here we go." I was literally in my head. I was like, "Here we go. Where's the trains?
Oh, your man standing in the grass.
Where's the trains? Where's the ding, 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 ding?
Well, that happened within like the first 10 minutes. Yeah,
pretty ass noises going 24/7.
And I was like, "Where's the digicam? Where's all the fucking little girls running around getting fucking asking men to go out with them?" And then those things actually both happened, and I was like, "Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, this is literally Love and Pop." Like,
I know that shit happened.
I was in shock. I was like, this is ridiculous.
I know that shit happened, but like, I just think they were very majorly prevalent things at the time that was happening the whole time. And like, of course they had digicams back then. It was literally
you don't have to shoot
when
the film
they were coming out. I suppose they shot most of the film, but yeah. That one bit. Actually, no. I want someone else to speak about it before I get into shit. Okay.
Okay.
Dylan, do you want to go next? Because I want to hear what you think of this.
Bob, I hadn't a clue what was going on at any point in this movie. I was so lost. I was so lost.
I was lost for like a good chunk of the movie as well, and then I think I kind of understood it towards.
I'm not even gonna joke. Me, like literally, right? Me and Dylan were talking about this, and he let me know, like, before I'd watched it, he was like, I never had a clue what was going on. And I was like, okay. And when I was watching it, I was like, holy shit, I completely understand what he means.
He's kind of right, man. There is a few things.
So me and Dylan have been talking about this film. You know, we're kind of cheating, I suppose, but we've been talking about this today quite a lot. I hated this film. I'm not even like I thought this was I thought this was a terrible watch. This was
Lyndon, I hate
no,
this
I'm not
film.
even joking. This was like sandpaper, man. This was a rough watch. Like,
yeah,
I know it's not the best scenario to watch things with interruptions, but I think watching an hour and then taking a few hour break and then watching the last hour and a half isn't that bad. But my God, like literally when that break came, I was like, oh, thank God. Like I was genuinely about to fall asleep. Like there was not a single scene where I was like, this is good shit. I never knew who any character even was. Like genuinely, I was like, they kept saying names and I'm like, I know the name, but who actually is that?
Yeah. If you showed me a picture of a character, I could point to them and be like, oh, that's the one that did this. I cannot remember any of them by name.
I don't know. I cannot tell you a single thing any character actually did because I only kind of vaguely recognize the shape of them doing it. I can't be like, oh, it's like when Hatsumi did this, and like I don't know who the fuck Hatsumi. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Bro. I know who Hatsumi is, bro. I know who that is.
No, I know. I'm not saying like that's actually a name, but like I'm just saying like
yeah.
There was so many moments where I was like, I genuinely do not care for any of these people, and I just want them all to fucking die. And like it, but the thing is, it's genuinely a miserable watch as well because I don't know who these people are, and they're just going around robbing people and bullying people and raping fucking like it's just like. Mm-hmm. And I genuinely was just like, please just turn this off. Like, get this out of my face. Like, I don't want to see this anymore. Like, I genuinely was, you know how much of a kind of movie watching purist I am. I genuinely nearly fast forwarded some bits. Like, I was I genuinely was like, this is, I cannot. Like, I just cannot be bothered. Sorry. Didn't I hijack your segment?
No, because I completely agree with everything you said. Like, I think I said, I don't know if it was the last episode or the episode before that, but I said, like, if we ever had a film that was like 2.5 hours long, and I got halfway
it was so long.
Like an hour in. Yeah, like if I got an hour in, I would just like text Wendy's and say, I'm not in this episode. And then I was going to do this with this one, and I was like, but Return of the King is the other movie, and I'm absolutely not going to miss that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this would have been the one where I just text myself, I'm not in this one.
Because it's so long. Like
it's only 2.5 hours, but it felt like
it felt like 6. It felt like 6. I genuinely felt like I had finished that film like 3 times over. I was like, how is there still more left? Like genuinely, like there's nothing in this film that I saw that I haven't seen is done better somewhere else. I didn't care for anything, like not even slightly. Like
the way it jumps around as well, where they're doing one thing 1 minute and then they're on the holiday in the next bit, and then they're just back in school.
Like, I genuinely don't care. Like what did any of that add? Like what am I supposed to have taken away from this film?
I saw a guy die on holiday, and that's the big takeaway from that.
And they came back and were still bollockses. Like I don't understand what the like. I just don't get the fucking like. I just don't get the film. Like I'm sorry. Like it's just not for me. Like I just. Oh, and you liked it. What did you think?
I agree with you and Dylan on some things, but there's also some things that I liked quite a lot. I think I do agree that it kind of just feels like everyone just sucks. Like no one is like a good person in this movie. And so I don't really care. I don't really care that the main guy is going through it in his life and he's having a terrible time, because he also just kind of sucks a bit. Yeah. And then like it is kind of just like watching Evangelion, but I don't want any of these characters to get better mentally and physically, and because I just don't think any of them are like actually great people. So there is that issue. And I do think as well, I mean, like I said, at one point I did, like, towards the end, I think I kind of got a little bit more of what, like, who was who, which is not a good thing that I had to wait that long to figure out who was who and be like, oh, okay.
I never got it,
But
genuinely. And not once did I feel confident in saying who is who.
there's the dude who nearly drowns on the holiday.
Yeah.
And he's like the guy with the hot ma or whatever. And then he's like,
Yeah.
he's the guy who goes from dickhead to super dickhead and starts basically like a monopoly on the whole class.
Yeah, which I don't understand. I still don't even get why you would even listen
there's
to
the
that.
other dude is the main, like, who I would consider to be the main character, and he's the one who's getting like bullied. He gets his ticket ripped up at the end. He puts his head in the hairdryer or whatever, and he goes to potentially end it all. But and by the end of it, I understood that. But,
okay, but what's the point?
well, that's my biggest problem is I can have a slight bit of sympathy for the guy, but at the end of the day, they all are just kind of bollockses, and they all just kind of run around robbing people and like doing all these horrible things to X, Y, and Z person, and for that reason, I can't like them. But there are bits of the movie that I like. Like the start of it, I was kind of like, "What is actually going on? I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Who are you? And I don't know what's going on with you." And then when you get to kind of, when they start, I like kind of go back in time a little bit to before when the guy was super bollocks and like in the car park and like they're robbing your man, and I was watching it, and then they start going on the holiday, and that's when I kind of started understanding the like actual timeline and stuff, because they stopped fucking leaping around the place and jumping all over the place for like just a little bit. Even if it is just them, again being bollockses, I could understand how you're going from point A to point B, and then they go on the holiday, and I was like, Jesus, this holiday bit is going on for ages, and that's when I realized I was like, holy shit, I'm actually locked into this movie. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, I didn't think I was like actually this locked in. And then the holiday bit ended, and I started to lose it again because there's so much jumping around. I knew the girl who played the piano. I understood her. The other girl, the one that was like that killed herself, I was like, who the fuck are you? Like, actually, who are you? Like, I don't know what was going on.
The sister of one of the other main fellas.
Well, that's the thing. I have no idea, because she was like,
I don't know.
I don't know, because to me she was like she was the one that they like followed home or whatever, and they were giving her money to like have sex with men or something, I think. And then
no, they were like pimping her out. Like the men were paying her, and then they were taking a cut.
Yeah, and then when
more just abhorrent behavior.
Yeah, it's still not good stuff. But then when you get to like the bit where she goes and she starts flying the kites or whatever, is that her? That is her, right? Where she goes to fly the kites. Yeah.
Because that's when they're saying like I want to fly too or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And then, ends up dying. But I was kind of like, why, how, and like I don't really
I don't feel like any kind of actual narrative was told here. I'm not gonna lie. This kind of felt like a series of happenings.
It feels like they just went like, oh, here's a load of like Japanese societal issues. Let's just put them all into one film.
Yeah,
and then
try connect them together somehow, and then just fail to connect them completely. Like,
and like, so there were bits of it I was enjoying what was happening, but I think the biggest problem is I just can't bring myself to be like to be honest, everyone could have died, and I would have been like, you know what, every single character deserved that, except for the girl that got raped. But then she's not even the main focus, so I don't care about that. Like, not that I don't care about it,
as you were saying, with like you having main characters, I didn't even really ever log the fact that there was continuity, like not continuity from the characters per se, but like consistent arcs or anything going on. Do you know what I mean? Like I just kind of felt like they just kept going, and I was waiting. I was like, at some stage they're gonna have some kind of bonding session over all this like music business, and then that I just didn't ever really feel it.
Well, that's the other like thing. This movie should not have been about or called all about Lily Choo Choo, because
It's got nothing
you
to
could
do with
take her
Lilly
out of the
Choo-Choo.
movie and nothing changes. Literally nothing.
No,
Like
not
Lily
even,
Choo Choo
like, not even
is
slightly.
the name of the movie, and she is like literally the most
Like they,
inconsequential
like
thing
they,
in the film.
like genuinely, like my favorite bits of the film stylistically were the bits where they're talking to each other about like Lily Choo Choo's music, and I was expecting
Yeah.
at some stage. I remember I got to about an hour and a half in, and I was like, okay, you know what they're going to do? Actually, they're going to reveal that the people in the chat room actually know each other, and they're going to bond over the fact that they talk about Lily Choo Choo, and that's how they're going to become better or whatever. And then that just kind of didn't happen. And I was like,
yeah, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Or like, and like even at the end, like the dude, like they go to the concert and he's like, give this apple to someone if you recognize them, not knowing that he is the other guy. Like that guy lives his entire life without realizing that the person he's been talking to the whole time is the fellow that he just told to fuck off with an apple. Like he doesn't realize, like he never figures it out ever. So I feel like that's really inconsequential at all. And then like Lily Choo Choo herself has like actually got nothing to do with the story in like any meaningful way anyway.
well, at least nothing that any of us picked up on.
Yeah, or like she doesn't do anything enough to care to make me care about it.
And I know there's going to be some bollockses replying to this being like, oh, you guys think that fucking characters have to be good to like the movie? No, I don't think that. I think interesting things have to happen to bad characters for movies to be interesting. Do you know what I mean? Like, like, you know, Barry Lyndon, right? You know, close your ears, Dylan.
Yeah,
but
really.
like the best parts about that film was watching Barry kind of work his way up and then fall off strongly at the end. Like that's what made that film. Like imagine if Barry was going around and he never actually got any money and he was just being a bollocks to everybody, like going around just like kissing people's wives and just fucking, you know, stealing people's clothes or whatever, and he just stayed in the army the whole time. Like that's how boring we're talking about here. Like it's just bleh. Like I was unbelievably bored watching it. Like I genuinely just I was stunned by how much I did not enjoy this film. And as I said, because like things of this, whatever you want to call this weird little subgenre of like kind of late 90s, early 2000s Japanese movies, I do tend to like them.
I think they're really interesting. Just the way that,
well, just because they're very kind of atmosphere heavy. But
yeah,
I didn't think Lily Choo Choo's atmosphere was all that. Like the atmosphere was very dense and kind of oppressive, but I never felt like I was getting anywhere with any of the characters. So then when you have this kind of constant weight on top of you and you don't feel like you're going anywhere towards a light, it's just a horrible watch. Like maybe that's intentional that it's a horrible watch, but I still just don't see the point of why. Like
I don't think the like I don't think it's like I was sitting there and being like, can we get this on with? But it's horrible in the sense that like it's just no one doing no good in this movie. Like everyone is just evil.
Definitely
evil.
thought we can't get this on with.
Yeah.
I wasn't really thinking that too much. But it is like the most miserable thing I've ever seen in my life.
I'm not even joking. This is the kind of film that like if I had watched this not for the podcast, I 100% would have like either stopped watching it completely or like skipped through bits. I'm not joking. Like genuinely I did not give a fuck about any of this film. And it's not like, you know, it wasn't like offending me. It was just boring. Like I just could not attach myself to any of it. And when that happens, it's just kind of game over, you know, like there's not even a point in continuing.
Yeah. And also, the story takes place over 3-4 years?
Yeah, something like that.
And then like it's cut in between all these characters, and then you spend ages on each segment, and you completely forget the bits that have come before, and it's just
actually that's a good point.
Realize that the characters are the same people by the time you get back to them. Like,
I agree. I know what you mean.
It's weird. It's especially, well, for me anyways, Japanese names just don't stick in my head.
That's what I'm saying, because you're kind of getting towards what I was trying to vocalize a minute ago when I said that there's no continuity. Like I didn't feel like anything really led into one another. I just kind of felt like things were happening.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I said the only part of the movie that I was fully locked in and enjoyed was that bit where they rob your man in the car, or in the, like they decide they want to go on holidays. So, you know, they're like, we need to get money. and then they rob your man, and then they use that money to go on their trip, and then on the trip they see a dead guy, like a guy dies, and then one of the kids almost drowns, and then when he comes back after that trip, he's like a super ultra bollocks, and like that I was like, okay, I understand the motion of events that's happening, the
like you were, but
that
like it's not like the trip was like your redemption and then like that failed and you became a super bollocks. You robbed the money to go on this trip.
well, that's what I'm saying. The biggest problem I have is that, like I said, it's like watching Evangelion, but I don't care for any of these characters bettering themselves because they're just getting worse. They're not actually getting any better. Like, they start bad and they get worse. This movie ends with a guy killing another person, and then he's like, I'm supposed to think that he's like free from his horrible dark thoughts because he's murdered a man.
No, that's giving into them.
You just killed a guy. Like, that's
He kind of does have a reason to kill him. It's like
Yeah,
he
he
kind of
has
starts the whole thing.
But that's what I'm saying, because he's killing the ringleader of the group or whatever. But like, I mean,
No, it's not that he's the ringleader. It's like the whole reason
isn't that
he
exactly what they
shoplifts.
say?
Yeah, he's the ringleader, but like it's the whole reason he shoplifts in the first place is just for her album. Then he gets her album, and then before he can even listen to it, your man, the ringleader, breaks it, and then he's kind of pissed off, and they make him do shit.
Okay,
and
but why does he do shit for them though? I don't.
He's just getting bullied into it. I don't know why he does shit for them.
I don't understand why anybody does anything in this film. Like, genuinely, just like
it's all like about just people getting bullied into doing shit. I don't know why they're doing it, bro. Like, it's just, I think it's sort of like a piece on like bullying and like people being pressured into stuff. And
to be fair, that is the only thing I remember thinking, like, in terms of what can I take from this movie. The only kind of consistent theme I can think about is just bullying. Like that's just that's it. Like, the movie's kind of
that's the only
about being bullied.
Is there anything, like Robbie said, that I can kind of come to a conclusion and be like, that's why he did that at the end, and that's why
But I don't care.
Why I'm supposed to be like, he's, I think he's better off that he did that bad thing because it puts an end to, the bullying. Because to be like, I don't want to say. I was thinking, why does he just not do this? But like, I suppose, like, you go to school, then like you're not just gonna not go to school the next day. You go to school the next day, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And then, you probably do find it hard to actually tell anyone because, like, that's just how that sort of thing works. So I suppose by killing him at the end, it gets rid of it. But I don't like the idea that he killed him because it's still a horrible, horrible thing to do. Like,
it didn't feel earned. Like, it didn't feel like.
I don't think he should have killed him any other way. Like, standing up for himself, or
I don't think he was that bothered. I don't think he was bothered about the bullying to kill him. It was the fact that he took away his ticket. That's what he wanted.
Yeah, but it's like that's like the big final thing he does in a chain.
Yeah,
that's the second time he's taken away something he wanted to say. Yeah.
But once again, that's his chud behavior from the main character, being like, "Oh yeah, I can put up with all this bullying you make me do, but my Lilly choo ticket, oh, now you have to die." Like, what? Like,
it literally is, yeah.
But I know, but that's stupid. Like that's genuinely like.
I don't think that is stupid. It's like the one thing he actually gets away from his life with.
But that's what But I understand what you're saying, Robbie, in terms of that makes sense for him to be like, that's the one thing I like. But like, in terms of me as a viewer watching this as a character, why should I give a fuck? Like, I don't, like, you're a scumbag. I'm glad you got your ticket ripped up. Fuck you. Like, fuck
he's
you.
not really a scumbag. He's pressured into being a scumbag.
Yeah, because he gets told to, like,
and then he goes off and just murders. So, like, I don't think you're getting what I'm saying here. This whole movie is just different. Like, they're all scumbags. There's not different layers of scumbaggery here. Like, he goes around, does all this horrible shit. He's like, oh, whatever. And then it's, oh no, me Lilly choo ticket, I'm going to fucking murder you. Like, that's a scumbag behavior again, as you just said, Owen. Like, this is still, like, I don't give a fuck content.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that he murders him at the end is ridiculous. That's not a way out. But I think the rest of the movie, he is definitely, like, he robs the CD because whatever, he gets pressured into doing it. So he robs that. But
he doesn't even get pressured to do that.
Oh no, they're not the CDs. He gets the CD.
He's no money because his money gets robbed off him. His money gets robbed off him.
But okay, well then in that logic, right? In that logic, you're saying that, like, killing this fellow will stop the bullying, yeah? In this world, is everybody not a fucking bully? Because don't they interrupt someone else robbing the guy with the Porsche or whatever, and then rob them? Like,
Yeah.
this is literally like the Wild West, man. Like, everyone's just a fucking scumbag. Like, this is.
But the reason he killed him wasn't because of the bullying. It's because he fucking took his Lilly
we've been
choo-choo
through
toys.
that. But stop talking about fucking. Oh, the reason he's not the bullying. I know it's not the bullying.
But like he doesn't care about the bullying.
It doesn't make anything better. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about as a viewer watching a movie and a story unfold. That makes nothing better. You could have ripped up 18.
You just don't like it, bro. Okay.
You could have ripped up 18 fucking Lilly choo-choo tickets, and it does not make a fucking difference. That is no conclusion.
Scores.
Oh, he was also pissed off that
He's
that
in
he
that film.
fucking raped it. That he raped your one as well.
Yeah.
Well, but that's a valid fucking reason. But according to you, Robbie, it's mainly about the fucking ticket.
I think it's mainly because of Lilly choo-choo. I don't think it's
that's Judd behavior. I don't.
It's all about Lilly choo-choo.
It is all about Lilly choo-choo.
It is all about her.
Except it's not. There's 2 scenes in the movie.
I think just. I think killing with the end is not the way to go about finishing whatever, like having it all get finished up. But I think changing that to anything else, actually like opening up to someone and being like, look, I'm getting ruthlessly bullied by this guy. He's making me do horrible things. He's doing horrible things to other people. Please sort this out. The guards, his ma, anyone would have been a better way to end that.
Hang on. Imagine this for a story, lads. So the story is about kind of bullying and being forced into bullying through like influence and harassment and peer pressure or whatever, yeah? So it's about the effect that you can have on other people. Yeah?
Yeah.
Imagine for a second that on the Lilly choo-choo chat room, he met somebody that he got so deeply attached to that he opens up to them at the end, right? And since we're telling a story about how you can, affect somebody and make them worse, what if his Lilly choo-choo chat friend kills the bully to make his life better?
Well, that would work.
That's what I'm saying.
Anything to not have him kill the dude at the end is
and he never learns, and the movie ends on that kind of interesting little kind of like note where it's like he doesn't know that his best friend just killed his bully or whatever, but now he can live happily, like in the ignorance of it.
That's what I think. I think
that's
just
more
any
interesting
reason,
than anything that happens in this film.
Any other reason for the movie to end with him in a better
and
place
also
than he murders
someone
would be good.
I
don't think the idea of having the person he's been talking to back and forth the whole time be his bully and then not have them like at the end be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't bully you because we bond over this thing. I think any other reason to get him to not be bullied at the end would be fine. But I don't have a massive problem with the rest of the movie.
I do, because it's fucking boring.
Yeah, forget about Japan.
So, before we go back in circles again, is it score time?
I'm ready.
Oh my.
Rob, you go first.
3-star.
3.5.
Whoa. Okay,
1.
Dylan.
1. Japan slop.
Japan slop.
Okay. I was originally like when I finished watching it, I was like, yeah, 2. But like just for the sake of hating on it, I'm gonna give it 1.5.
Just for the sake of hate, bro's the new Robbie.
Genuinely, fuck this film, fucking so fucking badly, bro. I hate this film. Maybe one day I'll rewatch it and I'll see something in it I didn't see before. But my God, am I watching it on 2 times speed?
Really choo my fucking balls.
Choo your way out of here, man. Get the fuck on the rails.
Bing, 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 bing,
Yeah,
bing. Train goes by.
Now I get to be happy again.
Cinema time. The goat. The goat.
I think, I mean, as you said, cheating, but Adam, you said this would be an interesting discussion because you don't think everyone will have the same view and might not see as highly of this one as the previous 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you might be onto something.
Okay.
I think you could be.
Okay. Because when I originally watched it, I was like, this was not kind of what I was expecting. Like, it had a lot of what I was expecting.
Not at all.
But then at the end of it, I was like, oh no, this is not the emotion I had in mind. I expected to be in tears by the end of this.
Yeah.
And I was kind of just sitting there like, oh. And then I kind of sat and thought about it, and I was like, we'll see on the recording. So
I got I didn't cry or anything, but I did get a kind of like,
I got
the
teary-eyed.
journey is over.
I got
Yeah, the journey
teary-eyed
is over.
twice.
It was very like, just kind of like, damn, like you really felt like you have spent so long, because you have spent so long with these people, and just the end where they go back to the Shire, and but more so the bit where everyone bows down to the hobbits and all. I was like, wow, like that, like it does do a good job of wrapping up such a massive journey, but it also was not what I expected from a lot of it. Mainly that there's kind of two ginormous battles in this movie.
No, that was my biggest problem, where I was like, holy shit, the battle for Minas Tirith was so fucking epic. And then they go to Sauron's gaff and they open the door and I'm like, oh no.
There's just another battle, but it's not as good.
And then they do a lesser battle. Yeah, it's like, oh no.
I don't want to say it was too long of a movie, because that's not true, because it didn't feel like a long movie.
It's the only one I actually felt the 4 hours in, though, I'll say that.
Yeah, but like it felt like a 4-hour movie, though. It didn't feel like it overstayed.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But it didn't feel as long as Lilly Choo Choo.
Yeah, it was like...
It didn't feel as short as Fellowship or Two Towers.
There was a couple things I was just like kind of disappointed in, because I didn't think, like I said, 2 battles is like, like, and the second battle is like really disappointing, like really, really disappointing for a Lord of the Rings. Like the Battle of Helm's Deep is better than possibly both of the fights in this movie.
No, the Minas Tirith fight was on top for me, bro.
That is a class fight. That is a very
in terms of like
fight.
the scale of it.
The scale,
because it goes on for like an hour as well. Like it goes on for like ages.
But I was just like of all the kind of theories we had the last time, I was like, the spider was a bit shy. Like,
it was kind of. I thought it was going to be around for quite a bit longer, but
yeah, I thought it was going to be like a big threat, and I'm like, fucking Sam packs that thing up with like a sword and a little bottle, like, and then.
Well, to be fair, that little bottle is something you guys missed in Fellowship Extended.
Yeah, true, we did miss that.
Where Galadriel blesses that shit and says that's going to help him when like a big beast attacks him or whatever.
I had no idea what the fuck Gollum broke up and threw over the cliff as well, until he named it as the bread. I was like, what the fuck is he doing, bro? I was like, what is that? And then he was like, it's the elf bread. And I was like, I should have watched that first fucking film on the extended edition again, because that's another thing I didn't even know that they got.
Elf bread. It's in Two Towers as well, no?
Yeah, but I seen him breaking it up, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, what is that, lad? I was like, breaking up a leaf or something. I just forgot.
Sure, did you guys not have that classic joke then when they pull out the bread and Legolas goes, oh, it's elvish bread. You know, one nibble is supposed to fill up your whole stomach. And then Pippin and Mary, Pippin and Mary are like, I'm after eating 4.
No, and it wasn't in our cut. It wasn't. I just happened to stumble across.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was like, no,
like a day before I watched the thing.
Okay, okay, I was just checking.
But no physical Sauron was really disappointing.
Yeah,
because I really, really wanted to see him.
Because he had such fucking aura in that first scene in the first film.
Oh my
Holy
god!
Shit. And the Witch King just does not have that aura.
The Witch King doesn't have the aura that he has.
He has
but I do like
aura.
The Witch King is a good like second in command.
That's what I'm saying. He has henchman aura. Yeah.
That bit where he blows up Gandalf's staff and lights his sword on fire. That was like, all right, I see what you're doing. And then like that fucking jobber at the end, bro, the negotiator or whatever, when he comes out and Aragorn just fucking chops his head off. I was like, yeah, fuck you, you stupid.
I thought that was kind of aura.
No reason. I was like, no reason to be, because he was a cool design.
I thought that was aura, and the way he came out and he was making up shit about Frodo, and then Aragorn was like, yeah, I've had enough of this guy.
Aragorn was like, suck my balls, bro, like genuinely.
Return to the King, bro, you know how it is. Because Aragorn by that point genuinely is this like he's fully confident in himself by that point. He's just walking around.
Yeah, he does not give a gaff, bro. He does not give a gaff.
Yeah, it also leads to one of the big stand up and clap moments though, when like they get surrounded by the lads at Mordor, and they're Gimli and like Legolas are like, oh well, shit, we're gonna fucking we're gonna be in trouble here. And then like the Eye of Sauron starts speaking to Aragorn, and he turns around and he goes, right lads, for Frodo, and he starts charging in. I thought that was a real clap.
That was a good big Lord of the Rings type moment. I also have to say, from all 3 of the films, the Eye of Sauron is actually the toughest thing of all time. I fucking love the Eye of Sauron. It's such a good idea.
You've been an Eye of Sauron fan since day one. I remember
Since day one when he puts the ring
film,
on and he's like, I still see you.
Yeah. You were big on
not even joke, lad. The Eye of Sauron is tough. I just wish we got like a full materialized version of him on a battlefield. But it sounds like I'm complaining a lot, but it is like
it's a very like worthy conclusion.
Oh, 100%.
It does feel like it's kind of, sometimes it feels like it's kind of going through the motions a bit, you know what I mean? Where it's kind of like,
yeah, I feel like with the big second battle, it's trying a bit hard.
Holy shit.
Because we already had like the coolest thing of all time, like an hour ago.
Yeah.
And I would have liked if the second disc, I guess, nearly, but like, no, whatever. Like after the big battle, the first one, I would have nearly liked just like more Sam and Frodo, like, just going through the shit, like trekking through.
Well, that's because they have the big moment of the film, in my opinion.
Yeah,
really.
they definitely.
Where like the whole drama with Sam and Frodo and Gollum and everything it's pretty good shit.
I think it's one of the best things of the two movies, that Gollum and them. I think it is one of the best things. But when I was watching it, and like, you know, when they're like just at the door into the.
I thought it was so funny at the mountain at the door. I thought it was like hilarious.
I got to that bit and I was like, oh, here we are. And then Gollum like jumps off a fucking rock somewhere, and me and my dad both just went, fuck off, Gollum, fuck off. And then Sam just smashes his head in with a rock. I was like, fuck you, Gollum. Actually, fuck you.
It's the only way to be.
But that trio of Sam, Frodo, and Gollum is like, I love that so much. That their little journey, like not little, they're the main journey. Like their journey that they go on is huge.
Did you find that it was kind of like I actually even feel like in this film that the journey went on too long? Like I remember being like, God, they still have quite a while to go. like I remember being like, Jesus Christ, and then they just kind of get there in the next 20 minutes anyway.
Yeah, that, and you know, when you messaged me and you were like, what's happening right now? And I went, Frodo is halfway up the mountain, because to me, he had to reach the top of that like mountain to get, like, he had to reach the whole way up there. And then like 15 minutes later, he's just at a door on the side of the mountain.
Door.
Yeah. And I was like, what?
Door.
No, but not even that. Like, you know, when Frodo gets kidnapped and then they just kind of keep walking.
Forget about him.
They're just going to keep walking.
Forget about him. I think it just is a thing of, maybe it was to keep the epicness of a journey and the length. There's a couple detours that I just don't think needed to have happened. Mainly Frodo getting captured after the spider fight, and then the second big battle. I just think it could have been restructured a little bit so that the first battle aided Frodo instead of having a second one.
Well, not even that. Maybe just have the first battle lead into the second battle a bit closer, because like they fully calm down. Like they stop and like they really rest and everything. Like, and
they come up with a new plan to save him.
Like if they had decided, like, you know, okay, this battle's over, but we have to rush to Mordor quickly, and then they just kind of like took off and like went straight to Mordor. Yeah, maybe that would work a bit better. But like, I don't know.
Shout out to King Theoden for getting another fucking top tier moment.
He's actually one of the most, like, his actor is like on fire every single scene, bro.
I would follow him into battle, like, actually, because in the second movie, when him and Aragorn step up and they lead the horses out, that's one of the best bits in that movie.
And he does it by himself.
In the third one, when he's like hitting off all the spears and he's like, to death. Yes, oh, lad.
I do love that though, how like Aragorn inspired him to get to that stage, because he's kind of a chud in the previous film, and you can really tell how he used to be before Sauron like fucked him over.
Yeah,
like 100%.
He's one of the best characters.
There's a reason he's the king of fucking Rohan.
Yeah. No, he is one of like actually the best characters in the whole thing. Gandalf versus Saruman.
Yeah, there was a bit.
I don't mind Saruman getting killed by Chucky. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind Chucky killing Saruman.
I don't mind it, because I think it just goes to show that he was kind of being used by Sauron nearly, and he isn't actually as big as he thinks he is. And switching over to the side of evil is like a good thing to do, and it's never going to end well.
He gets that JoJo 4 treatment with the kind of death, you know, he just gets like...
Yeah, he just gets thrown off he just gets thrown off a fucking thing and lands in shitty water, and that's it.
It's not a glorious death.
Yeah, I liked that, because I just think like Saruman is kind of built up to be like, oh, he's like the evil Gandalf, but he's stronger than Gandalf, and he's whatever. But then like he switches over to the the side of evil, and he like has this whole operation going. But when it comes down to it, he is kind of just like a chud for swapping over and like betraying his people, and he just gets rightfully stabbed in the back, and then gets like a pathetic.
Yeah.
He just gets a pathetic death. Like he just falls into a swamp, and yeah, it is very JoJo Part 4 with.
Everyone gets a minute to shine in this fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Every single, even Merry and Pippin.
That's true. As we were saying off recording, the first film that takes the daring step of deciding who's Merry and who's Pippin.
Yeah. I could tell you which one is where at every point in this movie, and I was so proud of the movie and myself for that.
You get the Aragon with his little ghost army, and he just aura farms with them for like
that was tough.
That was the funniest shit in the film.
When the Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob starts fighting them.
Either that or Door, bro. That was the funniest shit in the film.
But I do think that was a very nice. I do think that was a very nice moment though, with Aragorn resurrecting all the humans that didn't fight in the previous war, because it's kind of like because his whole arc is making up for the fact that he his ancestors failed in destroying the ring. So the idea of him like literally bringing back the people who helped fail the previous time.
Yeah.
In order to like send them off to like a glorious death. I thought that was really cool, and that is real king shit.
He actually fulfills his end of the bargain as well.
Yeah, exactly. Lets them go.
You fulfilled your duty, Gondor.
Ghibli would not fulfill, bro. Ghibli would not fulfill that bargain.
Because Gondor
handy to have around, mate.
Gondor is like the country of men, and the city is called Minas Tirith.
I love that fucking city so much.
It's very nice.
Oh, and I was thinking to myself when I was watching it, I was like, is this not called the Ringed City? And I was like, what the hell is the Ringed City?
That's fucking From Software, bro.
Yeah, I was like, why is the Ringed City? Because they were calling it, obviously its actual name. I was like, why is the Ringed City? And I was like, hold on, I need to look this up because I think I'm going crazy. And I looked it up and it said fucking Dark Souls 3 DLC. And I was like, glad. And it looks really similar, like the idea, like it's a layered Ringed City. I was like, yeah, I see you, fucking Miyazaki, bro. I see you.
Dark Souls 3 robbing off over there.
Samwise as well. Samwise did fucking.
Sam gets so many fucking moments.
I was
so happy for him.
What a man!
I was so happy for him.
That fucking Frodo, if you won't, or Mr. Frodo, if you won't let me carry the ring, I'll have to carry you.
I can't carry the ring, but I can carry you. Bro. That was one of the moments when I kind of teared up.
I teared up on the bit where Frodo kind of tells him, like, you're a snake, like you're just after Gollum's throat for no reason. And then he gets in the corner and he starts kind of crying. I was like, oh, what? Lads?
I never cried any tears of sadness, only like joy. And
no, because that's to me that was
actually. I think maybe I got tears 3 times because when after Theoden's speech and the second charges over him. That was a big moment for me when like the kind of orcs started getting the battle changed, if you know what I mean.
When they turn around and start running away.
Yeah. And then Sam's I Can Carry You was pretty fucking big for me, and then
that was massive.
Towards the end, he's hanging out with like old Bilbo. I thought that was a good scene. And also, what was y'all's opinions on Frodo going with the elves to like the other world?
I didn't get why.
Yeah, for ages, I was sitting there like, that doesn't make any sense. But I kind of get it.
But he said the Shire is safe, but not from me.
Yeah, because okay, so the way how we were talking about how like Lord of the Rings is kind of about inspiring people through passing down stories of heroism.
Yeah.
Frodo's whole thing towards the end of the movie, I've actually thought quite a lot about this. It's actually kind of very interesting because his last moment with the ring is actually him failing to throw it away as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think he kind of copped that. So that when they got back to Thing, he finishes writing The Lord of the Rings, and then he gives the book to Sam to write his chapter and goes off with the elves because he knows that it's better that the story of The Lord of the Rings is told rather than anything he could possibly do, because he knows in his head that he did something evil. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I also think the other scene that, actually now that you say it, the other thing that kind of drives that home is Bilbo still wants to see his ring despite it being destroyed. Yeah. And I actually think you're dead right that he knows
around. It sticks around.
Yeah, he knows he didn't do the right thing in the end. And he gives kind of Sam the glory, because really Sam is the one
because he did it,
who finished it.
Yeah,
Sam did it. Like without Sam, there is no anything. I think if you put anybody else in Sam's position, you wouldn't get it. I just don't see many other people being able to carry Frodo the way Sam would have. Like, not when he literally carries him, but just like
being that kind of hopeful beam.
Yeah, because he's extremely hopeful, and he kind of gets you. He gets you through that tough, fast journey, like a 13-month journey or whatever they said at the end.
Yeah.
He gets him through that.
So yeah, I've come around on the ending. I didn't like it when I originally saw it, and I was like, actually, no, it's actually pretty perfect.
Yeah, I like it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Do you know? Because I looked this up. Do you know what happened to Frodo after he left?
I'm assuming he just dies like out of old age. Because I mean, like, you can't hang out with the elves and live.
They go to a land where everyone is immortal, but
do you know?
He because of his injuries from the Nazgul,
he gets stabbed.
The one that stabbed him in the first film.
Yeah.
He dies from those injuries like years later. Or
because he says it still sings
becoming
in the
immortal.
finale.
So they stop him from becoming immortal. So he dies of old age in the immortal land or whatever it was.
That's kind of like when Arwen gave up her immortality to hang out with Aragorn.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I feel like there should have been more of her in the whole trilogy. She's barely in it.
Yeah, 100%.
That was a bad transaction.
Because it got to a point where I actually was sitting there like, genuinely, anyone in Aragorn could actually.
Yeah, I thought that was going to happen.
I was really
especially in the second film where she is like, yeah, I'm going off away from Middle Earth.
No, in the third film, bro, when he fucking starts like rubbing her fucking like hair and shit when he put the blanket on her, and it's like, whoa.
Can't be cheating on there.
Pulling the blanket up on Eowyn, But she's like, I remember talking about how she was going to get big moments in this movie. I didn't expect them to be this big.
She kills the fucking.
She is actually the fucking hero of that battle, bro. She literally kills the Witch King.
She kills him, and Mary
Mary gets a shot in. Yeah,
that's true. He does, because he clutches up because she has to she breaks her arm off the fucking taking the hit from the big flail.
No man alive can kill me, and then she just rips off the helmet.
I know,
man. Yeah. Do you remember in the Two Towers review when I said this movie would be deemed woke today?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
I am no
Fuck
man.
off, bro.
Real. That was a slick line though for
It was.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That was huge. And if you say that is woke slap, you are woke slap, bro. You're stupid. That is an awesome moment.
That's a huge moment.
What kind of Macbeth ass witches told that man no man could kill him?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was a Sauron talking in, to be honest.
Yeah, Sauron was on some mad shit. Sauron was talking to Pippin at one point.
Yeah,
that's true. Actually.
Yeah, Sauron actually he was getting desperate in this film, bro. Calling up Pippin. He was
calling Pippin.
Yo, Pippin, I need your help.
Yo, Pippin.
Where the ring at?
Where you at, man? Where you at?
And you know what's bad when you get the Pippin, bro? He's going through the phone book like Jesus. I can't get any of these lads on the phone.
You know what's actually one thing though. I that you were saying when you're like, oh, and this movie is tough, bro. Gandalf is hitting people with his stick. Why does Gandalf not use a lick of magic outside of when he does the Alan Wake torch on the Nazgul, bro?
He's too tough for that.
He doesn't have to. He literally waved his hand at Saruman when your staff was broken and his staff fell apart.
But that's what I'm saying. Why could he not pull out some of that in the final battle?
Honestly, magic in Lord of the Rings is complete gobbledygook. I don't know.
Complete. Jujutsu Kaisen, bro. Making shit up as you go along.
Like when
your staff is broken.
when the Witch King shows up or whatever, and he just decides that your staff is broken. That's what? How can you actually do that and then get killed by a
Clearly, Adam, he put his sword in the air, and then that lit on fire, and then the wind went, and you probably didn't even hear that, and then it wrapped around it, and then Gandalf blew up. So he is above Gandalf, but then he gets just kind of iced,
beaten up by a human. Yeah,
gets stabbed in his face.
The power of feminism.
Well, that is true. He does get stabbed straight in the face.
Blows up.
And actually, to be fair, in the first movie, Aragorn does take out 4 of them cunts at once.
He does actually, yeah. So I mean, it only makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it does make sense. So Gandalf is just a jobber, is what you're telling me then.
Kinda. Because
But
that's
Gandalf 1v1'd the fucking
the Balrog.
the Balrog, bro, on top of some mountain somewhere, like in hell or whatever, wherever he was.
And if you're to believe
that's
Frodo's,
before he became white, like that
that's
was
exactly
still
Gandalf the Grey.
That was Gandalf the Grey.
And if you're to believe Frodo's dreams, he's also fighting them motherfucker mid-air falling down the volcano.
That was. Is Gandalf the toughest character in cinema
Completely
history?
unnecessary, just aura farming. In the same way, as in Minas Tirith as well, he's going around battering people with a stick.
Yeah, he's like 4v1 and like dual wielding the stick and the sword, bro.
Yeah, real.
And then Merry is the clutch up, or Pippin is the clutch up as well, stabbing your man, saving Gandalf's life.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Save fucking Merry saved fucking Faramir, Boromir's brother.
Oh
well
yeah,
from
because
being
he pulled
burnt
him.
alive.
Oh, when Faramir's dad runs off the edge of the thing and he's on fire. Oh yes, lad, that was so
he was
cool.
a little spastic, to be fair. I mean,
He was. I thought he was
had
going to
that coming.
redeem himself or something, but he ain't no King Theoden, bro. Theoden.
Yeah, I do like that actually. That's one writing thing I really like that they did, is that between the whole Merry and Pippin hanging out with two different kings of two different kingdoms, and how they both swear their allegiance to one, but the context is completely different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I thought that was really slick. Just like the comparison between the good and the bad leaders.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, I thought Faramir's dad would have came around on it, but he just gets worse and worse and worse. And then you get like the coolest shit ever when he throws himself off, and then like the camera keeps going down. You see the battle. But I never even considered that when they both split up, they get kind of two separate kings. One who starts low and redeems himself, and the other who starts low and just gets worse and worse and worse. And like, yeah, that's actually amazing. That is
Yeah,
pretty.
I thought it was really slick. And
that's a good decision.
And in terms of like, you know, in terms of like, I suppose all the characters going from their lows to their highs, I do really like. I mean, obviously Frodo and Sam have the kind of definitive one, as we said. The ending to the Legolas and Gimli feud, that was a big moment for me, where like, you know, I never thought I'd, you know, die side by side with a dwarf, and he says, you know, no, with an elf or whatever, and he says, what about a friend? You know, they're finally breaking that racism barrier.
And I love how Legolas goes into the final battle still kill counting as well.
Yeah, real no.
Yeah,
like he runs in 15, 16, 17.
That's only one.
Oh, when he takes down the elephant,
the big ass elephant, and it's just that's only one.
That's like 14, bro. Like on the elephant level.
Yeah, man.
That was tough. I do like that they give Legolas a lot of tough stuff to do, because he's a cool character.
He's genuinely OP. Shame Gimli's not on that level, you know.
He's got a kid at home. He's got to get back to though. He's chilling. Wait, no, I might be mixing him up with the character from The Hobbit. I'm talking about his dad, Gloin.
The Hobbit.
My bad, fam.
Well, I mean, fucking turns out Sam has to go back to the fucking bitches, bro. Do you see him and all his kids?
Rosie. Oh, that scene with him lying on the rock. The fucking Rosie. If there was ever a girl I was going to marry, it'd be her. Fucking beautiful.
Oh, was that one?
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
The girl.
Yeah.
And he has kids and everything.
Talking about the taste of strawberries and all that. And once again, part of Frodo's kind of descent is that he doesn't actually even remember the taste of those things. Remember, he says he's actually lost. Yeah, he's lost all that.
I actually love Frodo so much, bro. He's
so interesting.
He's such an interesting
I really
character.
love, actually. None of the characters since the first film have ever doubted that Frodo was going to make it.
I do like that a lot. Yeah, the second he went off by himself, they had this complete faith.
There's multiple scenes in this movie alone where someone will be like, "Will Frodo make it?" And they always like group up and they're like, "Frodo will make it. I have full hope."
Well, I mean, sure,
and even when the chess play gets given to Aragorn, he's like, "No, he's alive."
He disbelieves it so hard he chops the fucking mouth's head off.
Yeah. I think if I mean, the fact that Aragorn is just so tough at this point that he just does it and like, kills the mouth is cool. But I think if they were going to do more with it, I would have actually it would have been cool to see him in one of the earlier, like maybe in the second film or something. But like, I mean, for what he is, he serves his purpose for someone who looks like he's going to be kind of tough, and then Aragorn just slimes him out, like, because at this stage, yeah, like at this stage, what does it matter? Like you're at the end, like, and you bring out Well, I'm going to negotiate with you, and Aragorn's just like, fuck off.
Yeah, I think that's just more so showing off, as I said, about how desperate Sauron is getting in that one.
Yeah.
Where like he tries to corrupt Pippin of all fucking people, and then
but I just really like
a negotiator.
I like the Mouth, and I like the Witch King. I think they're both really cool. I wish we got like a little if they had shown up.
If the Witch King had shown up in one of the other films, he'd be a lot tougher in the third one. The fact that they just introduced the cunt and then be like, he's actually the meanest guy Sauron has ever had.
I think having him or the Mouth show up in a previous one would have been pretty awesome, because I love the Sauron. I don't know, but the Sauron style is unbeatable, bro. It is tough.
That's what I'm saying. Like that opening of the first film with him in it. Like I understand, it was 3,000 years ago or whatever, but like it still would have been cool if he could show.
I think they should have brought him back. They should have.
But actually, to be fair, I think that
doesn't he need the ring to come back?
He does. Yes. Yeah, because that's why he disappears in the first place. Is that they chop off his hand and he loses the ring. And that's why he wants the ring so bad. Is because that's how he.
So you can't really.
Yeah, you can't really bring it back
because he kind of just wins
without having to go through great fucking lengths.
Yeah, and then you just do the exact same thing again. Like,
I don't think I brought it up in the last one, but I had I was on the path of thinking I don't think Sauron will show up, because if he does, I'm pretty sure it's implied that that's just the end. Like it's over. So I kind of had the feeling he wouldn't show up properly.
But I think that kind of adds something to it. The idea that like Sauron just kind of sits up in his tower and isn't really there. Do you know what I mean? Like, because if you think about it, right, Sauron's counter is Aragorn. And Aragorn is the kind of guy, the kind of leader who's on the front lines of the battlefield, like fucking swinging swords and shit. And Sauron's just up in his tower behind a big gate, like telling people what to do, And I think that kind of...
That's a good point.
I think that kind of adds a bit to it.
Sauron might be a bit mature.
Won't even talk to Aragorn directly himself. He sends them out there to do it,
Yeah. What did you think of the Gollum origin story?
I liked it was
pretty good. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I like Gollum in general.
I feel like that's definitely like extended.
100%.
I smell it. Yes, I can.
It's not needed, but it's cool nice.
Yeah.
Because
Gollum is he was always kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Gollum is like, I mean, we said it last time, but I thought he was going to be a Jar Jar Binks type guy. He was just going to show up and be fucking annoying, but like he's a good character. Like he's actually interesting. Although he can just fuck off at some points in this movie.
I was going to say, I don't think he's as interesting in this one.
Well, that's just because he's a nuisance in this one.
He's fully Gollum. He's no longer Schmeagol like at all.
Yeah.
Whereas in Two Towers, there was like a bit of drama about which one he was going to be.
Yeah.
This one, I think the battles in this one are a lot more, I wouldn't say engaging, but it was like, I felt like the battles in the Euros weren't like a lot more, like there was a lot more going into like detail and like watching people doing shit. So you had like the one where you had, I can't think of her name, but you had Mary fighting and shit and stuff like that. And you had your one fight and stuff like that. And it went in a lot more like hyping up the guys before like they actually went into battle.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was kind of at the gates. Definitely like behind enemy lines when you had Frodo and Sam. That was some hype ass shit, but I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like the little eye going around, it's like a fucking like searchlight looking for them the whole time.
Yeah,
the way it moves really, really quick. It's like literally the movement of an eye. It's like literally in place. And then they have like the fucking, they're lying on the ground. The eye is like burning into them. It's like,
when they
get distracted. Yeah. What else?
Sorry. Might as well just get to this now. Robbie, do you want to reveal that opinion I said that would be quite controversial?
Oh yeah, what is this?
I don't remember. What was it?
Okay, so do you remember so Frodo and Sam throw the ring into Mount Doom. And when the ring is destroyed, the actual like structure of Mordor starts to fall apart because the evil is vanquished or whatever. And Frodo and Sam are like hovering on a rock, and the film kind of like cuts away from them or whatever, goes to black. And you were like, oh, that should have been the end. And I was like, what?
I actually think that wouldn't have been a bad thing to
And
be
you
the
were
end.
like, actually would have been a much better ending if they just died there. And I was like, how would that make any sense?
Lilly Choo Choo.
And you were like, yeah, it kind of suits.
It does kind of
so
suit.
So do explain, or we do explain.
So I've kind of accepted now that it's not really ending because it's usually like an hour after it. But if that was the ending, I wouldn't be that bothered.
I'd be extremely bothered.
I was worried that was the ending.
When Gandalf runs in with the fucking bird, like I was kind of a bit pissed off. It's fucking they just flew there, bro.
Keep that in mind.
It's the old fucking argument. Oh, they flew there. Gandalf flew a bird. Anyway,
can someone actually answer? I guess this is gonna reveal myself as a fake fan or a chud or whatever. Was I just like looking at the wall or whatever? Where did the birds come from again?
They came in at the end of the fight. They're like, the eagles are here, mate.
No, but like, where did they come from?
I don't fucking know.
They come. They kind of just. They kind of just come to Gandalf because
who owned the eagles?
Gandalf got one of them. Yeah.
Because in the first movie when Gandalf is fighting Saruman,
flew away on one from Saruman's tower. No.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
that's true. Actually, yeah. All right, so it's just Gandalf's eagle.
Yeah, he has like these eagles, and he has like Shadowfax and all that. He has all the cool mythical creatures.
All right, okay, I'm fine with that.
I think that's where you get a lot of people saying, "Oh, why didn't they just fly there?"
But did they not say in like the first film that you can't fly to Mordor?
You can't even walk into the fucking place.
They do. No, that's.
Well, the ice is going to see it, and they're just going to shoot catapults and shit at you. Like, it's going to be terrible.
Well, we never actually saw their AA. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. They never show any.
They had pretty fucking hefty shit on the actual battlefields themselves, and that was with like
none of that is AA, bro. They're not shooting them birds.
Oh no! I 100% believe they could shoot down birds. They have dragons, Robbie.
Yeah, I was just going to say the birds the dragons show up to help fight the birds.
They mince the dragons. The birds do. They literally mince.
But while there's other battle going on, like I mean, if the dragons were in their own territory, I feel like there'd be a lot more of them, and the eagles would not do so well.
And you've got the eye would be staring you down the whole time. I feel like you would
what's the eye? The eye can only see. The eye only observes.
Well, did you not just say it burns Frodo?
Sam jumped the fuck away out of the eye. He was terrified of getting spotted by the eye.
He was scared that he was going to get spotted because all the goblins were going to see him, but he wasn't bothered. Like it wasn't burning him. It was the fact that like it made a noise. It made a big noise.
No, I think the eye would have like done something to him, because I feel like looking into the eye of Sauron is the same as the ring itself. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like Sauron being a corrupting evil, it would definitely fuck with you if you just kind of looked into it and like charged into it head first.
All you have to do is fly the door, man.
Sure, because how would isn't that the whole point of why Pippin gets obsessed with the ball and all that, because the eye is like corrupting him, like luring him in. Like the eye definitely has like
corrupting powers.
Yeah.
Sure, is that not what happens to Saruman as well when he looks in the thing for the first time?
Yeah, exactly. He has the crystal ball. Yeah.
He's talking to Sauron and
when he ponders the orb,
Or even like how would, but even because I mean like there has to be some kind of like long range, like corrupting going on, because how would like Theoden and all that get like corrupted the way he did?
Yeah, like Chucky.
Yeah, like Chucky gets he gets turned.
It is, I think, the crystal ball kind of, because that's how Saruman contacts Chucky or whatever, and then Chucky kind of spreads it then to the next person and so on. And I just don't see them being able to fly into Mordor without something going wrong.
Yeah.
They could have flown. Yeah.
I don't think they could have
slightly. I'd say that's not a thing you can do in the first movie. I think a lot of people just seem to
ignore that shit.
Just think they're smart, saying, "Oh, they could have just flown there the whole time."
Yeah,
they probably could have flown, but it wouldn't have been a good story.
No, but it's not even that. If you fly, it wouldn't have been a good story because they're all just going to get fucking.
The only reason
killed.
the eagles the only reason they can fly in at the end is because the eye is distracted by the entire battle. Like, and then obviously to pick up Frodo, the eye is gone.
Well, no, sure. At the end, the eye is gone. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, they don't.
But if it was just a bunch of eagles flying into
they'd see that shit coming immediately, and you'd have the entire orc army like ready to go, like standing at the fucking gates of the mountain. Because there's only one door on the way into the volcano. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I mean,
you could on a high altitude drop, man. Like
high altitude drop.
Like
That's
it's
like
not
sneaky.
impossible. Like
At that stage, you don't. Yeah, at that stage, you don't even know if the ring's going to even land in the volcano.
Well, you know, if the eye fucking blows up and the whole
But if it
But then
doesn't-
if it doesn't, you've given it to Sauron.
you probably did, but like you can't track the ring. You know, he's just,
Well, no, he can. That's the whole
He can
thing. If
track
he
the ring.
hits you with the eye, he tracks it.
I think if you had a good bomb site and you had an eagle that flies fairly high, you know, you'd be out. Right?
Probably would have landed on some fucking orc's head, and he would have brought it straight up to Sauron.
Really? They bring him the fucking chainmail vest.
Yeah, I just don't think it. Unless you want to try dive bomb an eagle straight down into the middle of the volcano.
Maybe they should have trained like a bunch of eagles. Like they got like 15.
It's World War II tactics, bro.
Just to
Japan.
fucking like, literally skydive into the fucking volcano.
Oh, and they do that bit from Harry Potter where they all look like Harry Potter, so you don't know which one has the
Exactly,
ring,
yeah, you
like,
don't
and
know
they
which
all
one's the
just
ring.
go in at once.
Yeah.
When they drop the ring in, and you know the tower collapses, and a big shockwave goes off, and like the volcano it's erupting, like, and you get to see that stupid bollocks Gollum go into the lava, bro. I thought he would just evaporate the second he touched it, but he just sunk
You know
in.
something I loved actually, like a
he's
really
sank in.
really small thing, is that
What?
you can tell the ring was trying to fucking take Frodo out with it, man, because there's a shot of the ring in the lava and it's like refusing to melt until Frodo makes up his mind as to whether or not he's jumping in or not. And then when he decides he's not jumping in, then it melts completely. Like the ring was like trying to take him down with him. I thought that was so like fucking so interesting.
But
that
even when
ring
Gollum
is
falls
evil.
in, he holds the ring up.
Yeah, exactly. He holds the ring out
So
of
it's the
lava,
last
yeah.
thing to hit.
As
them.
long as he can.
Mm.
I suppose since this is the end of the trilogy, should we do some kind of like what was your favorite moments of the whole trilogy after all?
Yeah.
So go on. What's everyone's pick like let's do like one. Let's keep it brief. What's the moment of the trilogy for you?
Me, the Battle of Helm's Deep is
it
just, it's amazing. It's like, because it's such a personal battle compared to the final one, if you ask me.
In what way?
It's like 300 men versus 10,000 or whatever,
Yeah,
and then like
more men, bro. That's exaggerated, you know.
But you
But it
really
adds to
don't.
that
To
storybook
me, I
element, though.
really did not think that everyone was going to make it out of that battle, and they go into such detail on how the orcs like storm the castle and each little barrier that they break down, and then that last bit at the end with the like running out on the horses and like Gandalf comes back, and like just to me that is the best thing in it. And then if I had to give you a runner-up, it'd be the beginning of the whole journey in the first one. I love that whole starting bit so much, like the first hour or something of the first movie. Brilliant. But yeah, the Battle of Helm's Deep.
I'd say how long of a moment can I pick, because that whole kind of like second Rohirrim charge into the final battle up until like kind of they slime out the Witch King, that was big moments for me, man. With like Aragorn and all the fucking like the ghosts coming out of the ships and that's it for me. Like the 5 minutes to it. Robbie?
When they're in the pub at the end and Sam was like, well, if I've gone to Mordor, I can ask out that fair looking chick there.
Yeah, real.
That was a pretty good moment. And he's like, all right. Before they're like, we're just chumps, mate. And then he's like, you've never done a hard day's work in your life.
That's a good point, actually.
It's like they're literally just children, bro.
It's changed their whole life after they come back. And
I don't know. It would have to be that entire scene of I don't remember the taste of strawberries, the Shire, that thing up until the well, if I can't carry the ring, I'll carry you. That I fucking love that.
To be fair,
that
is fucking class. Like, so good.
I'll nearly all of the Sam and Frodo moments would make it onto some form of a list.
They're just fantastic.
They're just a great little duo, yeah.
Yeah, amazing. I love Gollum calling him fat all the time. Fuck off, Gollum.
Yeah, fuck off, Gollum, you little bollocks.
Calling Sam when he's literally like the best person of all time.
Fucking Gollum anyway, you little bollocks.
Yeah, you fucking fall in the lab at the end of the movie anyway. Stupid. My precious, bro. You look like a jobber even when you were in Gollum. So,
that's Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that was a proper trilogy we got done there. And but unfortunately, the old trilogies have to come to an end, and I'm glad it ended. Had there been 18 more Lord of the Rings movies, I don't think I'd give a gaff.
Well,
No.
Anyway, next week, Rings of Power.
That's what I was going to say. I know there's a TV show.
No.
And I know there's
I don't care.
And I know there's an anime. And I know there's... There is an anime. And I know
I didn't know
there's
about that.
fucking... I know they're making a new movie called The Hunt for Gollum.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got like the game.
Bro.
And I know there's 2 games. And I know there's about 18 billion extra lore books. Fucking Silmarillion and all that gobbledygook. I'm sure that's very interesting, but I'm perfectly satisfied right now with that.
Yeah, the only other thing I would take a delve into is I would just read the books, but it's the same thing again, so who cares?
Yeah.
I might play the Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, I think I will play the
Shadow of
games
War.
just because, games, but
Games.
Yeah, I'll play them at some point.
Check out our second channel.
yeah,
I'm
check
not
out our
expecting,
new
amazing
channel.
stories from them, but
Misfits, please. So,
We have
scores?
Oh shit! Yeah, I was going to say we have to move on to what's next.
Goodbye.
Scores.
scores.
I'm so happy I got to do this because I was worried that I wasn't going to do this for the third film. I'm giving this a 5 stars again. So we have a trilogy with 555.
When I finished it, I said,
Oh no!
and I finished it, I was like, I was like, I just didn't have like I was like,
Didn't have
4.5.
the
But
oomph.
after this big discussion, I think I can happily say that I agree with you, Adam, and it is a 5 out of 5, and probably cements it as the best movie trilogy I've ever seen in my life. So shout out Lord of the Rings.
The Dark Knight.
Fuck off the Dark Knight, bro. When Batman throws the ring into Mount Doom, ring me, bro. Like,
Well, Batman throws
Lord of
the
the
nuke
Rings.
off into the ocean or whatever. Remember at the end of the Dark Knight Rises?
That's not as tough as.
And he goes back to the pub like Robbie was saying, and he's
Did Selena
off
Kyle
with the
pick
thumbs
him up and go, I can't carry the bomb, but I can carry you? No, she didn't, bro. No, she didn't.
She may as well have.
Did your man fake Robin or whatever his actual name is,
I
just
don't
Robin?
remember.
No, his
Robin.
name was Robin.
Yeah. No, he didn't. He didn't. Lord of the Rings is.
That's because it's about the stories you leave behind. Come on, Owen. You left
Well,
behind
you
the
know
story
what?
of the Batman before
I-
Robin.
I have a trilogy, bro, that you can watch all about leaving behind stories and
Yeah.
epic journeys,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and it's called Lord of the Rings, and I think you should all check it out.
All right, but what's this Batman in
Fuck Batman.
it?
Fuck Batman. Fuck Batman. Yeah, I'm giving it a 5 as well. Just
Dylan, can you
Fantastic.
fix your
Loved it.
2 stars, your 2 towers reviews to 5 stars so we can have 555555555?
sure. Yeah, sure.
Yes. Yes. Now we're talking.
So,
All right, Robbie.
and Robbie, sorry, Robbie.
4.5. Highest
Ooh.
amount.
Is that the highest Robbie rating on record?
Ever?
I think so.
I think it is.
I
Yeah.
think it is.
Oh, Lord of the Rings did it, bro. It did it.
My goat's not washed. Hey.
That one smile fucking Frodo gives in the end gave me the fucking half star.
Real.
Oh.
So what is, of the 3, what's everyone's favorite? If you can even pick, because
Honestly, it's probably still Fellowship. Like that's the weird
Yeah,
thing
I'm gonna
is
say.
that like I would rank them in release order. I'm not going to lie. Like this is
I think I would say Two Towers is my favorite.
you said that last time, yeah.
Fellowship right after, and then Return of the King.
Kind of opposite of me, dog.
You're doing like exact reverse.
I'm going 3 towers, 1 tower,
towers.
2 towers.
3 towers, 1 tower, 2 towers.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Go with Fellowship, this, 2 towers.
I don't know. I feel
Wow.
like my ratings will probably change next time I end up watching it. Not gonna lie.
Could just be recency bias, to be fair. Like it's the most recent one we watched, so we're.
But I put it down the bottom. So I mean, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, never mind.
me too.
Yeah, we're back to normal episodes now. We're not even on a series anymore. Until Dylan comes out right now and tells us he's actually picking the entirety of Dragon Ball Z.
No.
No.
Okay, Dylan.
That
So
would be like we'd be doing it till the day we died.
what are we actually doing?
The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, the Ben Stiller one,
Okay.
and Mr. Nobody.
What?
The
Bye Bye Man again? Like what?
no.
Oh no!
The
Is this
Jared
worse than
Leto
the Bye
movie,
Bye?
Mr.
Oh, fuck.
I
Nobody.
think this has good reviews.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
so did Lily Choo Choo.
So did Lily Choo Choo. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Actually,
Well,
I did say I didn't trust the 4 when I picked Lily Choo Choo. All right, like you may be saying
this is 218. You know, that's not that bad.
Yeah, no, we did say we need to pick, better movies instead of just X versus ever. And
Well,
fucking
we have to pick better movies for the for
bad movie.
Yeah, better bad movies. That doesn't mean we should pick.
Yeah, but Mr. Nobody. I mean, 3.7 is respectable
name is
enough. I think
Nemo.
It's not a great film.
Have you seen it before?
I've seen it before.
Oh, okay.
It's not great.
At least
I don't know, bro. The top review from Friends is 4.5 on Letterboxd. Maybe this is class.
We'll see.
I'm just happy it's 2 films I've not seen.
Oh, you've
So
not
it's
seen
Mr.
Secret Life of Walter Mitty? Damn,
Me neither.
I love that film.
Well, that's the end of this wonderful saga we've been on. This fantastic journey, this unexpected journey, if you want to quote The Hobbit.
Wait.
I've been Frodo. He's been Sam. He's been Merry, and he's been Pippin. Not saying who's who.
oh,
And we're going back to the Shire.
And we're all going back to the Shire so that we can all sit there and do feck all. Because
In the bar, in the pub.
we're hobbits and all they don't seem to do very much. Someone sing us a song.
The Green Dragon song. How does that go?
I was trying to think of a song from
Oh,
Lord of the
Green
Rings. but I can't.
Giant.
Green.
What's
No,
that song
no.
What's that song that
Mary sang?
that Mary sings? Yeah, in
Oh,
in
for
castle,
the
yes,
Chud King.
Yeah.
I don't remember the
Someone
name.
someone pulled the lyrics. I don't remember the tune either, so that's gonna be terrible.
Hold on, Rob, hold it up. Home is behind, the world is ahead, and there are many paths to tread. To shadow to the edge of night, until the stars are all alight. Mist and twilight, cloud and shade. Away shall fade, fire and lamp and meat and bread and bed. And then to bed. That's
Right, that's it then. To bed.
Beautiful.
like a moth into the flame.
Addicted to the
flame.